And welcome back to another exciting episode of our weekly real estate roundup live in Ocean City, New Jersey. We are your host. I'm Haenn with Burger Realty.
I'm Davish with OCNJHomes.com.
Every week we go over the hottest new listings in Ocean City, give you our points, tips, and our recommendations. So we're going to have Pat start it off this week.
Today we're looking at 304 11th Street. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, first floor condo in the central portion of town. This is a great spot. It was built in 2022, or is it 2020, excuse me. It comes fully furnished. You got multiple decks. I really like this unit. It's listed at $779. It's basically brand new, and it was kept incredibly, and you're right around the corner from downtown, just a few blocks off the beach.
Downtown Asbury and off the beach. I do like it's interesting because it's 2 bedrooms, 2 full baths. It's a typical, first floor condo, but only 2 bedrooms, but has a garage. And you said multiple decks. I like it's interesting.
It is.
It's one that catches your attention, and you're like, oh, okay, this is one that you should probably. It doesn't come along very often.
No, it doesn't. We actually, we were part of the development when we sold that originally. I really liked those units. Even the upstairs was actually really nice. Had 2 levels. But this first floor unit was a great unit as well. You don't have HOAs. You're just splitting the insurances with your neighbor. It's a nice starter unit, and you're in a great part of town. It's
turnkey ready. Great. And that part of town, great rental. So if you want to rent it, but also personal use. It looks really nice, nicely furnished. It should be a good starter home for people.
Yeah, I agree.
The next one we're going to is 412 Asbury Avenue. This is in the north end of Ocean City. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. It's a little over 1,150 square feet. It's well maintained with upgrades. It has a front deck and rear deck, garage. This is only 2 blocks from downtown. It's a really residential, quiet neighborhood, and the asking price is $850,000.
Another great starter property in the north end. Again, you're close to downtown. I like the neighborhood. It's a good neighborhood feel. It's quiet. There's more year-round residents there. $850. I think it's a little high for the age of the property, but I do like that it does have a private garage. So like the older ones, you either have a carport or shared garage. So I do like that. But I think it's decently priced. But I some comps recently have gone even under 8 or just above 8.
Well, I kind of like the price. Right. I mean, there was a first floor 3-bedroom with no garage that just sold up in the high 7s. This is a little bit newer than that one. Has its own private garage. But yeah, I like it because it's a good neighborhood. I think the price point's a good price point. There's not much out there in that neighborhood.
There's not much out there at that price point either. So it is an attractive price range.
I like the front porch. Again, it's a good neighborhood, very quiet, easy access to downtown, to the farmers market every Wednesday. If you want to rent it, that area rents as well. But it's also a lot of personal use. It's a good spot.
Yeah, I agree. Next one, we're going actually into the Ocean City Homes area. This is 654th Street. It's listed at $967,500. It's just under 1,800 square feet. You got multiple living areas. It is a single family home. You got 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. It's partially renovated with some modern upgrades throughout. I like the home itself, but I don't love the lot here. I like the neighborhood. It's in a great spot. It's just this one's actually been listed a few times. It was spin off for the last year. But what's difficult about that one is that you're on that alley corner, which really limits your backyard space, and that's the thrill about being in OC Homes is that you have a lot size with a lot of area around you, and I think that's just a little tight, a little high. It's been listed, I think, as low as $899, but it's a decently upgraded property. It is a single family home. Those are the positives, and I do love the neighborhood.
Yeah, Ocean City Homes is the deep south end. It's all single family homes. There are some older duplexes that are grandfathered in down there, but it's a single family neighborhood. Right off of 55th Street, easy access to Corson's. I think these guys, it's been on and off the market. I think they're trying to capitalize on a little bit of the excitement down in that part of the neighborhood right now because there have been some good sales. But I think the price, I like this better under 9, maybe even in the mid 8s. But yeah, for a single family, it's right by the playground down there. Ocean City Homes is hot right now.
It is. There is another positive too. They do still have like a little kitchenette upstairs. Yes. So if you wanted to, you have a larger family and you want some separation, or if you like to try to rent it to somebody, you do have that ability.
That is a good point. Yeah, good point. So next one we're going to is 1312 Bay Avenue. This is 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bath. This is a single family home on a decent lot size of 35 by 100 foot. It's an older home that's been updated, so it has all that classic Ocean City charm that everyone loves, but it is basically turnkey ready. And the other thing that's really nice about this is it has a detached 2-car garage that has been converted into a bar.
Killer bar.
Killer bar has a full bathroom out there. You still do have off-street parking. There's a nice yard, outdoor shower. The asking price here is $1,049,000.
This is a classic Ocean City home. It was built in 1922. I thought I did walk this, beyond the garage. I did think it needed some TLC. It did have a nice upgraded kitchen, but there was odds and ends throughout, like the back deck and stuff like that. It is an older home, so I get that. Yeah. With that being said, I thought it was priced too high, and I would like to have seen that right under $1 million, but shows how much I know, because apparently it's already under contract.
Yeah, by the time this video comes out, it's under contract, and apparently for a really
You
good
learned
price.
that today. Yep.
I liked it. I walked it. It had, has the ductless units.
Yeah.
There's, a lot of the major stuff had already been done. You walk into the garage and think how cool this is. Ocean City, the dry town, but it's really the wettest, driest town around.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, I just kind of show you that things like this don't come up very much.
They don't. These classic homes, they are attractive, and this one does have the major upgrades, I think, that I'm more concerned about, because the odds and ends that I'm talking about were more cosmetic, and to me those things are pretty easy to maintain and take care of. So, like you said, these things don't come up very often, and this one went pretty quick.
Yes. Yeah, that's in a couple days.
Yep. So we're jumping back into the north end here. We're at 831 Pennlyn Place. This is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath townhome style condo. It's on a 60 by 80 lot, so it's a little bit wider lot, so you can pull off the townhome style. You got multiple decks, you got multiple living areas. It's very well maintained with some upgrades, and it's listed at $1,499,000.
Again, another one I like. That's why it's on the list. It's a big townhome because it's a big lot. North End is always desirable. People love it for personal use, rental property, easy access to the boardwalk, the ride.
Yep.
You're close enough to the rides and the boardwalk that's walking, but you're far enough away that's quiet. You're not getting all that loud noise. Good beaches, good surfing beaches. I like the price, for what it is. And
yeah. What I wrote down is it's a great location, just like you mentioned. You're right there off the boardwalk, and I also like the townhome style units. They're rare at Ocean City, as we've mentioned before, but you usually get a lot more square footage out of it. This is just under 1,700 square foot. So I do like this unit. It's why it's on there. It's priced pretty well for the size of the property and where you are in proximity to the beach and the boardwalk.
Yeah, which townhomes live like a single family. You get that separation between the bedrooms and the main kitchen and living area. So it's nice, just a little separation. If the kids are sleeping upstairs, you could be downstairs, still hanging out.
Yeah. So you want to take us through the featured property here?
So if you haven't realized, we are on the site today. The featured property this week is the Impala Suites, which is 719 East 10th Street. This is unit 401. This is the premier unit in this building. It's the top floor corner. It has its own private wing. It is 3 bedrooms, 3 full baths. I don't know if you can see the ocean behind us and the boardwalk. We're right here on the beach block. There is a pool, off-street parking. What's nice about this building is that it can operate as one whole unit, as a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, or you can separate it into 3 individual units, all operating on itself. There is an on-site management for the rental program. It rents out really well. It grosses over $100,000 per summer season, and the asking price is $1.2 million.
Yeah, I really like this building. What was it built? 2021? Was it finished? Yeah. We mentioned that. Yeah. So it's a brand new building. It's done very well, and what I really like about it is the 3 lockout units. You can rent 2 together, 1 on its own, all 3 separately. They lock down into 3 separate hotel rooms pretty much, and you got the on-site management. It does a great job. I think this one did well over $100,000, right?
Yep.
So it just run really well, and it's a brand new building. It's very attractive, and it rents all year round.
Yeah, there's nothing like this in Ocean City right now. This is the first of its kind. And something else to note, you are not required to rent.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to do owner use all summer, you can. And owners are allowed pets.
Okay. Did not know that.
Yeah, that's I think that's a huge factor because everyone now has dogs. Pandemic.
That's true.
So,
but as we went through this video to close this one out, I mean, there's still a lot of activity down here at the shore. As we saw, one's already on the under contract, and when we called about one on Asbury, I heard that we got a few offers as well, and that just came out.
I think last week we're 4 for 5.
Yeah,
4 out of the 5 homes we featured last week are under contract already.
So I mean, we still have a lot of activity down here. One of the things I'm seeing and like to tell everybody is I would always say work locally. We have our ears to the street. We know each other, and we work well with the agents in town, and we can give you your best opportunity to get these homes in a competitive market.
That was beautifully said. That was great.
You want to take us out?
Yeah, so once again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in every week. We appreciate the comments, the likes, the views. It means a lot to us. Please tune in again next week. There will be the video walkthrough for the featured property in the link below. Again, I'm Haenn with Berger Realty.
And I'm Davish with OCNJHomes.com. See you next week.